Hello guys and welcome back to Championship Predictions. We are back yet again. The fixture list is absolutely crazy over Christmas and New Year. I'm joined again by Sophie. How are you?
Yeah, I'm not too bad, thank you. These games are coming thick and fast right now.
So let's set a like target.
Let's go 2,200 on this one.
Hey, we could do that. Thanks so much for your support last year. Let's get this year off to a flyer. Hit the like button, and once again, if anyone watching hasn't hit the subscribe button, then take 2 seconds to click the subscribe button and help us out. The scores from last time, Sophie, are there. It was a draw, 6-6. We both only got one prediction spot on, and that was the Cardiff Coventry game.
Yeah, which you'd expect you to get your own team right.
Yeah, so do share your thoughts on the previous set of results, but we've got quite a lot to get into. We've got the standard 12 games that are coming this Saturday, but we're actually going to be featuring 2 more predictions that are on the 14th of January at the end of this video, because we're not actually meeting up for Championship Predictions again before those games. So quite a lot to get through, 14 games. Let's get into it, Sophie. We start with Blackburn versus Burnley. Great matchup. It's a derby, of course. And really fascinatingly sort of poised and set up and balanced coming into this, because Blackburn just took a draw from Leeds United. Quite a bit of late drama in that one.
Yeah, both late goals. Burnley,
though, they're going to want to go back to winning ways, because they also drew 0-0. They drew with Stoke, had a red card towards the end, of course. But look, Burnley, I think it looks like they're setting out to have the best defensive record ever in the Championship. The way they're keeping clean sheets is incredible, but they just need that bit more ruthlessness going forwards if they're going to convert games into wins and then wins into promotion. And I wonder if this one might be a draw. Blackburn have the home advantage. We know they've been good with John Eustace. I'm going to go 1-1.
I think it might be another 0-0, you know.
Oh, okay.
0-0 will either Burnley snatch it. You mentioned the red card. Hannibal got sent off. Dirty player. Really can't stand the bloke. No, he doesn't need to do it. He's got the ability, so he doesn't need that side to his game. But yeah, they'll be without him. Rightly so, as well as horrible stamp. Still think they've got the quality to maybe nick this one. So yeah, it's either 1-0 Burnley or a 0-0, and I think right now, because Blackburn are playing quite well, I think they could limit them to a draw. So yeah. 0-0.
0-0. That's probably what I'd have gone for if I didn't say 1-1, to be fair.
Right,
so
yeah.
There you go. We are both going for a draw. Do share your thoughts on that one at Ewood Park. On to the next one, Sophie. Stoke City versus Plymouth Argyle, and let's talk about the managers. First things first, Sophie, Stoke City have appointed Mark Robins as the manager. This will be his first game, and I'm sure you guys don't need us to remind you how big a fans we are of Mark Robins, and how big a fans the entire Coventry City fan base are of Mark Robins. He is an incredible man, a firefighter of a manager, and a long-serving manager. I don't think he's a short-term solution for Stoke City. So long as they're patient and they give him the right structure, he should be able to push on with this football club, and as you said the other day, stop the revolving door of managers at Stoke City. So I wish him all the best. Stoke come here, well, they've just got that 0-0 at Burnley, which is really impressive.
Yeah.
As for Plymouth, I thought they'd draw with Bristol City, to be fair.
That was a good call, to be fair.
Look, they're better at home than they are away. We do need to talk about Wayne Rooney, Sophie, because last time we met, it was about an hour after we finished recording.
Not even that. I think it was like 20 minutes.
Wayne Rooney got sacked. Look, it did seem inevitable. You can only defend him for so long before.
Well, you say sacked, but they parted ways mutually, didn't they?
Yeah.
Avoid some money being paid out. There'll be an agreement, no doubt, but save some money.
Yeah, okay, but Plymouth needs to get the next manager right, because they are in a pickle. I still think at home they're going to get results, but I just don't trust them away from home. No. I'm going to give Mark Robins a thumping win. 3-0 Stoke.
Oh, I was tempted to say 3-0. Do you know what? I might go 2-0 then. I think, yeah, new manager bounce will be in full swing, but saying that, Mark Robins isn't the manager that you expect to hit the ground running and just to see amazing results from the get-go and throughout.
It's a really nice fixture, isn't it?
It is, to be fair. It suits them nicely. Plymouth away from home, we know they concede a lot. They've not won at all season on the road, so yeah, it suits them nicely. But yeah, I think give the man time and he'll do good. We don't know what he's going to be like with his new assistant managers, so that will be interesting to see. But I think there's going to be a lot of Coventry fans keeping an eye on Stoke results now. And I think he kicks it off with a win, So, yeah, 2-0.
I know there'll be some Coventry fans that are going to be straight out there with, oh, I don't care, you know, we support Coventry, we're Coventry fans. Yes, I get that, we are Coventry fans, but we respect Mark Robins. I'm not a Stoke fan now, of course, but I do wish him well, let's be honest.
I'm not going as far to say, like, I'm a Stoke fan and I hope they'll do better than us now. But obviously, I want Coventry to finish higher, but I wish the bloke well. He did so well for our club, gave us some of the best memories with our club that I have been alive for. So, I've got so much respect for the man and I hope he does well.
Yeah, except for when they play Coventry. I agree. On to the next one, Sophie. We go to South Wales. Swansea City take on West Brom. Interesting this. If this was maybe a couple of weeks ago, I might have been tempted to go for Swansea, but I don't know. West Brom, since losing Carlos Drauberon, they have actually picked up some really good results. You know, I was a little bit worried. We said that this is a good time to play West Brom. They haven't got a manager. And then they go and draw with Sheffield United away from home. And then they beat Preston 3-1 at home.
Yeah, pretty convincing.
He's laid down some really good foundations and West Brom can still kick on and make the top 6. As for Swansea, look, they're good when they want to be, but bloody hell, 4-0 to Portsmouth.
Yeah, I mean, the best teams concede 4 against Portsmouth.
I was about to say it makes me feel a bit better about when Coventry lost 4-1 to Portsmouth. But Swansea are strange, aren't they? They pick up some good results at home. They have some good defensive numbers, but then they lose to Portsmouth and they lost to Hull City the week before as well. So I'm not sure. I'm going to probably go for West Brom. Swansea 0, West Brom 1.
Yeah, I'm going to edge West Brom as well, just because I like what I've been seeing recently, actually. I did think that they might have a period of struggling without Corberan, but doesn't seem to be the case at all. Speaking of struggling, right now it does seem that Swansea are struggling a little bit, which seems weird to say because they were in really good form. Maybe being the home side, they might think, okay, let's get something from this game, but I think West Brom will be the slight favourites, so 2-1.
2-1, yeah, both back in the baggies. Do share your thoughts on that one down in the comments, guys. West Brom certainly look like a solid team, and Carlos Corberan's built them up well, and whichever manager goes in now, he's got plenty of good players and plenty of good foundations. On to the next one, Sophie. Bristol City take on Derby County. Derby with a incredible defeat to Sheffield Wednesday. We're going to come on to Sheffield Wednesday later, where there was an unbelievable goal. As for Bristol City, Sophie, I thought they'd draw with Plymouth, nearly got the win, conceded late on. I just think Bristol City home advantage tips it for me. Bristol City are pretty good. They'll be kicking themselves after the Plymouth game. They'll want a reaction, and I think they'll get it. Let's go 2-1 Bristol City.
I think there could be some goals in this one again. We saw with Derby, they conceded a few against Sheffield Wednesday. Did score a couple as well, but I think Bristol City being the home side, I am just going to edge them. So 3-2 for me. Oh,
bonus point.
Yeah,
go on then. Yeah, that makes sense.
It could happen. I can see there being a few goals again.
Bristol City's last game was 2-2. Derby's last game was 4-2. There you go, meet in the middle, 3-2. Yeah. Right, on to the next one. We go to Hull City versus Leeds United. Yorkshire Derby, of course. I know that the Hull City fans really don't like the Leeds United fans, and they'll be desperate to get a result here against them. Hull City have, I'd say they've probably improved a little bit under Ruben Selles, but they'll be kicking themselves that the Middlesbrough game did get away from them. Yeah. Nearly got a 0-0 over the line and then conceded in the 93rd minute. As for Leeds, though, they conceded late. I mean, they scored late against Blackburn, and then they conceded like 2 minutes later. So Leeds need a win, Hull need a win. They've both got a lot to play for.
They do.
I think I'm just edging Leeds. You know, obviously they've been the better team this season. Let's go Hull 1, Leeds 2. But I can see Hull making it difficult because, you know, like I say, it's a derby. They'll want to upset the odds, but I'm going to go for Leeds 2-1.
Yeah, see, I agree that Hull are going to make it difficult. They're both battling for the points right now for totally different reasons. And I agree with your deficit, but I'm going to say Leeds 1-0. I think they're going to just nick it late on. I think they have got the quality against Hull. Definitely on paper, but sometimes when a team are just battling for the points, they're so hard to break down. But I do feel like Leeds have the quality to do it.
Yep, Do share your thoughts. So both going for Leeds.
Yeah, just 1-0 for me.
Yeah, 1-0. Yeah. Okay. The next game then is at the Riverside. Middlesbrough take on Cardiff City. Middlesbrough, as we just mentioned, with that late win at Hull City.
Yeah.
Cardiff, we saw them in a 1-1 draw with Coventry. I thought they were quite good in the first half. Second half they had to defend, but of course they had a red card. They're not too impressed with the decision. I don't know what you think.
No, I don't think it is a red card.
No.
I think maybe a yellow, yeah, because he's not jumping, so you can't blame it on arm swinging to jump. He's thrown his arm up, but do I think he's intentionally elbowed him in the face? No. So, yeah, I think red card was very harsh. Obviously, it suited us, but if that's given against you, you'd be fuming.
Well, Cardiff now will be without Robinson, who is, I think, their top scorer this season as well. Yeah. Unless they could try and appeal and get it overturned, but there's such a quick turnaround that I don't think that's going to happen. As for a prediction, let's go Middlesbrough, nick it again, 1-0.
See, I felt like Cardiff first half were quite a good team. Quite a dogged team. Second half, obviously, down to 10 men. They battled really well. They managed to get the point over the line. But
could have snatched it.
Yeah, they could have, to be fair. But I think if they were coming up against a better side, there would have been more goals. So Middlesbrough are a better side than Coventry City. So I think there could be a few goals. I'm going to go 3-1 Borough.
Okay, yeah, makes sense. And I agree with your assessment that Middlesbrough are better than Coventry, except for when they play Coventry, where they seem to come unstuck.
That was with Robbins, so maybe their new bogey team will be Stoke.
Yeah, that's it, yeah. Right, on to the next one. We go to Carrow Road, where Norwich take on Coventry, and I, for one, am not looking forward to this.
No.
Yes, Coventry are 3 unbeaten, and you can try and draw the positives from that, but the reality is we've had a nice run of games. We've not capitalised on winning some crucial, some opportunities really.
Yeah.
And Norwich are an efficient team and they always seem to beat us, or at least draw. I mean, I would snap your hand off for a draw here, but I just don't think we're up to it. I think we're just too predictable.
And we're so naive as well.
We're naive, we're predictable, we lack a real threat. I think defensively, we just need to be so careful. I could see Norwich really hurting us here. I'm just going to get straight into it. I hope I'm wrong, but I'm going to say Norwich 2-0. I don't like going to Norwich away. I'm not going personally, and respect to the Coventry fans that are, but the fans are doing so much more than the players at the moment. The players are not rewarding the fans.
Exactly what I was going to say. It's going unrewarded. I'm going 2-1 Norwich. I think we might get a goal, but that's as far as I'm going to go, because right now what I'm seeing on the pitch I don't like, especially first half in our last couple of games. To be honest, we just don't seem to want it at all, and any team that goes forward against us, I'm literally on the edge of my seat. I'm thinking we're going to concede any second. We just look so shaky at the back. In the middle, we're so poor. I thought all 3 midfielders, if I could hook them all off at half-time against Cardiff, I would have. We just need to turn up and really fight to get anything. But Norwich at home, I fancy them, and I feel like they're going to be up for it. And I hope in a way they kind of underestimate us because they've got a pretty good record against us. But no, if they play with confidence, we're getting beat. 2-1.
It was a good win for Norwich, of course, against Luton last time.
I thought they'd win though, to be fair.
You did predict that. And as for Coventry, I just think there's no experience, there's no confidence, and I'd be happy to be proven wrong with my prediction here. And what a result it would be if Coventry do get something here. But I don't see it, I'm afraid. Share your thoughts though if you're a Coventry or Norwich fan. On to the next one, Sophie. We go to Deepdale. Preston take on high-flying Oxford United. Gary Rowett has got them on a promotion charge, Sophie.
Honestly, when they appointed him, I thought, you know what, that's the right appointment, because they had to get it right. And yeah, look at them. It's gone flying. Yeah,
3 wins in a row and an away win. That is crucial. Yeah. You know, we know that if they're going to stay up, it'll be down to their home form. But if they can chuck on a few extra away points, then that's great. It's a difficult game now, going away to Preston, and what a statement it would be if Oxford go and get 4 wins out of 4. I know Preston lost to West Brom last time, but usually they are quite hard to beat. I'm going to go 1-1.
Yeah, I'm feeling the same, to be honest. I think Preston will put a stop to Gary Rowett's winning ways. Preston are a very solid championship team, and they could be very difficult to play against, and I think that was a great result for West Brom to beat them in the fashion they did. Yeah, right now, as you said, Oxford are flying. They already got an away win, which they were struggling to do earlier on in the season. But I think if they get another away win here, that'd be massive as well. But I don't know. I've seen them being held to a draw, so 1-1.
1-1. Okay, do share your thoughts on that one down below. Next up, Sophie, we go to Hillsborough as Sheffield Wednesday take on Millwall. We've got to talk about Sheffield Wednesday and a certain goal from Windass.
Unreal goal of the season, isn't it?
That is an unbelievable goal they
60
scored.
yards out, something like that.
An incredible goal.
The audacity to go for it as well. Not just pull it off, but to actually go for it.
Yeah, 4 goals, 3 points, a great goal. I said last time, Sophie, I just have this suspicion that Sheffield Wednesday could be a playoff team this season. They just look to me like a team that's been building now with Danny Roll over, I don't know, is it 18 months or something now? Not quite, but I like them. I like them a lot. And against Millwall, who are struggling for goals and struggling for results, I only have one winner here. I think eventually Alex Neil will pull some results out, but here I'm going to go for Sheffield Wednesday 2-0.
Oh, 2-0. See, I'm going to edge them 2-1. What we have seen, they score, but they concede as well. So I do think Millwall will get on the score sheet. But yeah, as you mentioned, Sheffield Wednesday, they are in some pretty good form right now. Personally, I think they will fall short of the playoffs come the end of the season, but I think they're definitely going to finish up and around there. So yeah, if they continue it, you never know. But yeah. Fair play to them, 2-1.
You still think like top 10 though?
Yeah.
I think they could sneak in there. It sort of depends on
the teams.
Yeah, it sort of depends on February and March. They're crucial months, aren't they? Speaking of the Sheffield teams, let's go to Vicarage Road where Watford host Sheffield United. Sheffield United, Sophie, what has happened there? I mean, it's not...
A few injuries. They're a bit short, aren't they?
I know Chris Wilder keeps mentioning it every game. You know, we're missing players. But they need to find a way to get results because ultimately they have been very good this season. And look, yes, they are missing players, but if you're a team that wants to go up automatically, you find a way. This is going to be tricky. Watford away, not many teams have gone there and won. Only one, in fact, Cardiff.
Recently as well.
But Watford have lost back-to-back games now, and I don't know I don't want to say the wheels are falling off because you could say the same about Sheffield United at the minute. Maybe two teams that are struggling for wins. Do they settle for a draw?
I think it will be.
I don't know if they'll settle for it, but I'm going to go for it. Share your thoughts, Watford and Sheffield United fans, but I'm going 1-1.
Yeah, I'm going 1-1 as well. Watford at home, obviously before Cardiff, had very, very good home form, so they're going to want to get back to that. Mentioned that Sheffield United they've got a few injuries and to key players as well, so obviously that will have an impact there. And I think they'll probably hit the January transfer window pretty hard because all eyes on top two. Got new owners now, so I think they're going to want to spend. I just think a draw's going to play out though. I think right now Sheffield United, they're not in amazing form. They're not playing the best, and Chris Wilder will probably tell you all about it in his next post-match interview. But yeah, 1-1 for me as well. 1-1.
Okay. Share your thoughts on that one down below, guys. The next game is at the Stadium of Light as Sunderland take on Pompey. I remember these two playing in League One for a few seasons, and you know they were Premier League clubs when we were kids, Sophie.
Big clubs.
They are big clubs. Sunderland, Sophie, let's talk about them. What a perfect New Year's Day for them.
Yeah.
They won, and Sheffield United, Burnley and Leeds all didn't win. Of course, Sunderland did beat Sheffield United 2-1. And that has really changed things, in my opinion.
We said it'd be a statement if either team could win, because we went for a draw, didn't we? We said if either team gets the win, that's a bit of a statement. And I think it was.
I saw Sunderland fans saying in the comments of the last video, they have to win that game to be serious about challenging. And they've closed the gap. And there is very little to separate these. Yes, Sunderland don't have parachute payments, but they are going toe-to-toe with these teams. And I think that win will have given them a lot of confidence.
Definitely.
But we do need to talk about Portsmouth, Sophie, because they turned into Barcelona again against Swansea this time. Callum Lang didn't score all 4 goals, but what a win. 4-0 against Swansea. It seems like Portsmouth blow hot and cold. I think I'm going to have to go for Sunderland, though. And look, Portsmouth fans, I give you full credit for that win against Swansea.
But it's away now.
But I wouldn't be surprised if you got hammered away, and then next time you're at home again, you hammer someone else, if that makes sense. So I'm going to go for a bonus point. Sunderland are full of confidence. I'm going to back them 4-1.
Oh, blimey. I think that's so harsh.
Do you know what? It's an unpredictable league, Sophie.
Yeah, I mean, it is, and we're the ones trying to predict it. 2-1 Sunderland. I think they're going to emulate what they did against Sheffield United. What a result for Portsmouth. I don't think anyone predicted 4-0. Well, there'll be someone out there. But I did not see that happening to Swansea, who are a good team. Mentioned, though, that they are away from home, and I do fancy them more at home. So, yeah, I'm saying a closer game, but Sunderland edge it, so 2-1.
2-1, yeah. Okay, both back in the Black Cats, and Sunderland fans, do share your thoughts. Do you think 2025 could be a special year? Because you're in a good position as things stand. Next up, Sophie, we go to Queen's Park Rangers versus Luton Town. QPR, of course, they won again. They beat Watford 3-1, and Luton lost again. They lost 1-0 at home to Norwich. And, you know, you trust Luton a bit more at home, but I don't know. Now they're away from home again. I just have to go for QPR.
I'm going a bit heavy as well.
I swear Luton say that QPR are a bit of a bogey team as well.
I think everyone this season is a bogey team for them, honestly.
I won't go heavy. I will back QPR. I'll say 2-1. I could see Luton maybe taking the lead, and then it all goes wrong and they concede in the last minute. QPR get the win, and Rob Edwards is like, look, we were the better team. You know,
he's struggling, bless him, isn't he?
I like him as well, but it's just every interview's the same.
He's running out of things to say, and what can you say when your players aren't performing on the pitch? And he's obviously the one leading them, not making the right choices here and there. So,
what's your prediction? Go on.
3-0 QPR. Yeah, I don't see Luton scoring, actually. I see them coming here really low on confidence, and then they're coming up against QPR, who at home will be full of confidence, and that's why I think that QPR are going to go hard on them, and yeah, 3-0 for me. 3-0.
Well, that wraps up this weekend's fixtures. Let's just very quickly mention two games that are coming on the 14th of January. We won't be meeting for Championship predictions again before these games, so nice and quickly, Sophie. Cardiff, Watford. I'm going to back Cardiff 2-1. They need a result. They're in the bottom three.
What, do the double over on this season?
What are you saying?
1-1.
1-1, okay. And then the next one, Plymouth versus Oxford. Massive game. Plymouth have the home advantage, but Oxford have improved. I'm going to go 2-2.
I feel, Plymouth at home, they are capable of getting the draw. No, 3-2 Oxford.
What?
Yeah, I think it'd be a massive 3 points for Oxford.
So guys, they are our quick predictions for the games on the 14th of January. Two games coming up then. We will be back doing Championship predictions, I think, on the 15th of January. If you've enjoyed what you've seen, again, from us, guys, please be sure to hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Join us in our pursuit of 100,000 subscribers this year. Get involved. And thank you so much once again for joining me, Sophie.
Thank you.
We will see you in the next one. Peace out.